Good morning, Mario.
Okie dokie.
Good morning, Mario. And good morning, Switch fans. It's Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury Day. But this episode, it ain't about that. No, I've got a problem today, and I'm hoping you all can help me out. I got a bunch of Bowser's Fury videos up on the channel, so check those out. But today, guys and girls, my Switch is breaking. And I heard there's a brand new Switch console that drops today. They didn't take pre-orders in the US, so I gotta race out and go grab it. And we gotta find out together which one I should keep. It's a glorious red. It's got a lovely colored dock. I'm not sure if the Joy-Con are new, but we're surely gonna investigate. We're gonna unbox, we're gonna dive in, and then y'all are gonna let me know in the comments down below which Switch I should take. Y'all ready? Get excited, smash that like button for this special episode. I gotta go. Exhibit A, my current Switch setup. I'm rocking the Smash Bros. Ultimate dock, which has seen its fair share of travel, wear, and tear. I've got a lovely Switch. This is a launch day Nintendo Switch. In fact, it's a pre-launch day Switch. It's the one that came from Nintendo with the Animal Crossing Joy-Con, the pastel blue and the pastel green, which I still love. But I will show you, my Switch has seen better days. It's going through some breakage. And I don't know, maybe we should go through a breakup. Again, I need you to let me know in the comments down below if you think I should keep this new one after we open it, or if I should just stick with ye old faithful. Let's slide Exhibit A out to the side and bring in Exhibit B, the brand new Mario Limited Edition Nintendo Switch. This is in honor of not only Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury, but also the Mario 35th anniversary as a whole. And it's got lovely Joy-Con, specialized straps, and for the first time ever, a newly colored dock, as well as a red Switch and a carrying case. So let's dive in and open this up. I grabbed this from Target this morning. There were only 2 available at the store, so I think it is gonna be in pretty hard demand. I think people are going to probably sell these on eBay. It's probably gonna be something that goes for a lot. I don't see Nintendo stocking a ton. I mean, they've had a hard time stocking Switch in general, but yeah. Oh, baby. All right, this is a $300 system, and instead of a bonus game or something of the sort, the perk you're getting is going to be this carrying case right here. Now, usually these included carrying cases are pretty basic, but this one is fun because it does have Mario iconography on board. We've got his hat and cap, we've got his overalls, his gloves, and his stash. Now, this is the same pattern that's being used much more frequently by Nintendo. In fact, they use these patterns over at Super Nintendo World at Universal Studios Japan, which is pretty darn neat. So it's kind of a nice little perk. We'll dive into the red and blue case. It's got some decent padding on the inside and a little sleeve for game carts, as well as maybe headphones or something of the sort. I like these cases. I don't think you need to go fancy with Switch cases. There's a lot of options, obviously, and we're not really traveling anywhere, but it's a nice perk. In a surprising turn of events, this system also includes a screen protector. Now, I might be off base on this, but I don't know that I've ever opened a Switch with a screen protector. This might be a first for Nintendo. I don't think I'll use it because I don't like the way they feel, and I don't really feel good about sticking anything on my Switch, but I know a lot of people swear by them and feel good having a little layer of protection on their electronic devices, so hey, that's a nice addition for Nintendo to put in there. But the real meat and potatoes is now what we're about to open. I'm so psyched because I just love this stuff. Nintendo does the coolest limited editions, the coolest special consoles, and lately they've done them so rarely. We haven't got something like this in quite a while. They haven't done a new Pro Controller in forever, and this Switch, man, is it a bright Mario red. Take a peek at that. This is hard to resist. Valentine's Day is on Sunday. I might be in love. This is a beautiful color. It looked different hues in their different pictures. Like when Nintendo showed official imagery, it was like, is it a dark red, a deep red, a bright red? This is bright red. This is no muted red tone. This also is not the neon that we've come to know from the OG Switch. This is just a very beautiful bright red. It's like pure Nintendo red, and that is such an amazing decision. I love this. I'm also just really psyched because I get to wear a shirt that has green in it. Spending your life on a green screen means you completely avoid the color green. It's a weird mentality to enter, but I'm totally in that zone. So I finally get to pay tribute to Luigi. My boy, you may not get a console, but at least you get some love from the wardrobe. Let's see if they loved up the Joy-Con in a similar fashion. Now, I do have the old Mario Joy-Con. Where did this come from? Well, it came from the Super Mario Odyssey Nintendo Switch bundle, which featured a very basic Switch, but did come with special Joy-Con that were only acquirable in that set. Now, I also have the neon red Joy-Con from my launch Switch. This is the one I played with when Breath of the Wild debuted. These are very different hues, and they are different hues than even this Switch. Although I will say the neon red looks more comparable than the Mario red. So let's see exactly what Nintendo did with the Joy-Con this time around. And it feels like they are yet again, yeah, they are a different shade of red once more. A ketchup red, I will call them. Look at this, okay? Check this out. We've got the neon red here. This is the new Mario 35th red. Different, right? Slight but different. This one is much more vibrant, this one is muted, and I will say that the Joy-Con do look a bit more muted than the Switch console itself, and if we compare it to the old Mario Joy-Con, the one from the Odyssey bundle, it is different still. The Odyssey red is a little bit more, like the saturation is turned up. This feels more like a ketchup red, and this feels more like a tomato red if I had to make a vegetable comparison. Super Mario Bros. 2 is one of the coolest games ever. So let's connect these on and see if the colors do match. They do match very well. I don't know. I mean, it's a really cool looking system. I feel like maybe I'm no, I'm not crazy. The Joy-Con are just ever so slightly more muted. Like it's barely, very barely, but I don't know. They look to me like they are just like, I'm saying like 2% more muted. But this is a fantastic looking system. This all of a sudden is my new favorite Switch. I love you, broken boy, but you do have a cracked vent. Your plastic is kind of coming apart. The Joy-Cons are wobbly. Maybe I should be a bit more gentle. It hasn't drifted yet though, so I gotta give that Switch credit for that much. This feels really nice though. The ports are solid and strong, and it's interesting because I haven't had a new Switch in such a long time that it's pretty cool that they stick on so well, because these guys from sliding and sliding, those rails have loosened up a bit. Now this should be the newer Switch model, the V2 Switch that does see a little bit better battery performance. Nothing in terms of actual power, but better battery performance, which I can appreciate, and I might. Although the prospect of a Nintendo Switch Pro is looming large, and I do feel like we'll get a high-powered Switch console by the end of 2021. So it makes this bundle and the Monster Hunter bundle very difficult decisions. Like, do you really want to invest in a new system when a real new system might be right around the corner? I guess it depends how crazy of a fan you are. I almost forgot. Custom straps. These are brilliant and going to add an extra flourish because the little dangly bits, or the holdy string, the string. It's got this custom little yellow button here. It's got this nice red, white, and blue pattern that is very, very Mario-esque without being too crazy. And then the blue straps are a brilliant blue. These are gonna be a nice addition to these Joy-Con and just continue to cement them as a really wonderful option. You know, forget the Switch itself, like these Joy-Con, yeah, that's Mario glory right there. That is the Super Mario I know, coming to theaters, I think in 2022, coming to theme parks in Japan, hopefully soon, and of course, coming to your Nintendo Switch in Super Mario 3D World today. That game is fantastic. I got a lot of videos because I do love it, and I think it is wonderful. But this is a wonderful set of Joy-Con now. I never play with the straps. I never play this way because I'm always pro controllering it up, but if you are someone that does appreciate a little extra oomph for your Joy-Con, you do like to play single Joy-Con, spread them around for some local co-op, some friends, some family, this is a really fantastic look. And I really like the blue and red. It makes me wonder, like, could they have done some blue accents on the Switch body itself? But, you know, I kind of like that they went all red. It doesn't feel super game specific. It can rock for any era of Nintendo because of its basic color scheme. I think they hit a home run. Like this, good job, Nintendo. But there's more, and maybe even the best part. I gotta say, thus far, I'm incredibly impressed I forgot how well a new kickstand can hold, because mine, it sure doesn't. We have an HDMI cable. We have a wonderful power brick. These, I would have loved if these were red as well, but they're not. They're the traditional colors. Here is what I thought was gonna be the coolest part, which is the bright red dock. Now, we have had docks with artwork, like the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate dock, like the Diablo 3 dock. There is a Fortnite dock, there is a Pikachu dock, there is an Animal Crossing dock, and the Animal Crossing dock is a custom dock. It does have its own cream-colored base and then the Nook family drawing on it. But this is an OG dock in the sense that it bears the Nintendo Switch logo. It's plain Jane basic, but it's anything but boring because it shines in a bright red, just like the Switch itself. And now you're seeing how this package all comes together in a wonderfully gorgeous red hue. I feel like this should just be called the Nintendo Switch. And I wonder if there was ever a conversation about just dropping this on launch day. For those of you that remember the GameCube era, it was so fun to walk into Toys R Us and see the boxes stacked high of Indigo GameCubes and Spice GameCubes, and of course the traditional gray/black GameCube. Now, we only had gray Switches at launch, though they did up the ante by bringing in neon Joy-Con, and my colorful soul sure appreciated that. But this is what I would have picked up if it was an option. This is a beautiful piece of hardware. They might upgrade the dock soon enough, but a new dock with stronger connections than the ones I've been rocking for 4 years now, a new Switch that looks oh so lovely in a brilliant Mario/Nintendo red, Joy-Con that are yet again different, adding to my collection. The Nintendo fan in me is just so freaking pumped right now, and this is absolute grail when it comes to collectible items for Nintendo Switch. I love the way this looks. It impresses me at every shade of red, and I'm just so glad they went so darn bright, so vibrant. Hopefully it plays well on camera. Everything is red except for the buttons and except for the little headphone port. Even the volume switch, the power switch, the game card slot, all of it is done up in a nice red. Now, I'd love to see Nintendo get a little crafty with the buttons on the Joy-Con. Remember, they've done such a thing on like the Zacian and Zamazenta Switch Lite, and I thought that was brilliant. But these Joy-Con are still retaining their original color schemes for the buttons, but I still love their shade. And I think out of all the Switch Joy-Con, some may say that this deeper red is a little bit better, and some may prefer the neon red just because it really goes there. But I think this is the best red on Switch, and I might be a fan of the new, but right now, like, this is the coolest way to play. Should I keep it? Do I need it? Let me know in the comments down below. It is interesting that the Switch itself will now have a red border, because even with, say, the Pikachu and Eevee Let's Go Switch, the border was still the same color. And for the Monster Hunter Switch, yes, there are accents, but the border is still the same color. Now we have a thin red bezel around the Switch. I don't think it will detract from gameplay, because the screen, obviously, and the normal border is so large. But it is a bit interesting, and you might find slight eye distraction with that vibrant red around the frame when you're playing in handheld mode. $300 and a beautiful new hue, a carrying case, a screen protector too. What should Zach from SwitchForce do? Stay true to the old green and blue, the Smash Brothers dock, or go with something new? Please let me know what you think I should do in the comments down below. I really am feeling a pull towards this guy, which I wasn't expecting or even really wanting to, but how can you resist? Bowser's Fury is so good. Could it be considered a mainline Mario game? I know it's small. I know it's not $60 worth, but do we have to put it in the conversation? Because it does do things different. I don't know. That's something for a different day. Well, the evidence has been laid before you. The breaking OG Switch, or that gorgeous, luscious, lovely new Super Mario Special Edition. It blows me away, honestly. Like, I did not think the red was gonna come out that well. Red's a tough color. Like, they did red totally different with the Odyssey bundle, as you saw by the Joy-Con. I didn't know what we were getting, but that is a sexy Nintendo Switch. Let me know your take, your thoughts, which one I should keep in the comments down below. I'm trusting you. Help me make the right choice, okay? I believe in you. And thanks so much for believing in me. I appreciate you supporting the show and being here through and through. I'll see you all back tomorrow morning. Smash that like button if you're excited. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. I'd love to have you aboard our awesome Mario party. covering all sorts of greatness from Nintendo Switch, and of course, more Bowser's Fury. Plus, we got Bravely Default 2, indie titles, and Monster Hunter Rise, and a new Pro Controller that we're gonna have to put through the paces coming up soon. Until that time, everybody, thanks again for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart out there. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Enjoy your weekend. Plan something relaxing and reassuring. And until next time, SwitchForce out.